Hey John, just taking a look at your email and about the seniority item, and I've got a whole bunch of these. The first thing I would do, especially since there's no number here, is go over to the column and click on the left side, and you can see that it starts 01, 04, 09, so the date of hire here goes all the way, right? So we've got the newest people here, there. I want this to be 1 through. So I guess the way I could do it, and I know you say grid edit's a little onerous, so what I would do is I would export this to a spreadsheet. So now I just exported this to a spreadsheet, but do you see a record ID field in this? And there isn't a record ID field, so what you want to be able to do is customize the page and make sure that before you export this, you're going to go in and make sure the record ID is a part of this there. Now let's go back and export this. Now you can see the record ID here. This sequence, is very possible the sequence you're going to sort by, because as people get added to your list, the oldest ones are going to have the largest numbers, the newest ones are going to have the newest numbers. How do we get this number over here to match here? So once again, let's make sure these are sorted. 01, 04, 09, 210. Okay, I'm going to export this to a spreadsheet, and then I'm going to open it up inside of Excel. And so now you've got seniority here. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, right? And if I hover over these things and pull these down, that's going to put the sequence number the way that it is that we want. Now, since all this stuff maybe hasn't changed in data, I really don't need this anymore. But I'm going to just take this information. As long as I have this record ID over here, it's going to update the information. So I'm going to bring that back over to QuickBase, and I'm going to say, gee, I would like to import from a clipboard directly into this field here. Paste, and say import. And so it says, hey, there's a key field. Is that right? And I look down here to see that that's it, and that's great. Now this hasn't changed. I don't really need that. I really don't need that. So I'll say don't bring it in. And then the seniority, you can see I'm updating it here. Now something's going to change. So let's go back to the contacts again, and you can see seniority is here. And if I click on this 1, 2, 3 matches the date structure in here. Now let's say somebody leaves, then you do the exact same thing. You'd export out, bringing this, and then sort it the way that you want the data hire to be, and then bring it back in again. That's my best guess on that one. As far as the job posting, all right, I got you. You're looking for a report. So you can set up a subscription report that goes out, and you can say, hey, this report, let's say list all, for instance. We've got this report. I like this report. I want it to happen. So you set up a subscription to do this. And this goes out daily, weekly, monthly. Well, when the person receives it in their email and they go to print it, let's use list all. When they go to print it, and so where is it? Print. Look what it says. Print 1 contact per page. So now it's using the contact main form. You can set this up to be a default by any form and make a completely different form. It does not have to look like this form right here. It doesn't have to look. Let's say you don't want any of the details on this. Well, you go up into settings, and then you go into forms, and you make a copy of the form, and there's the copy. Let's edit it. Let's go down and get rid of everything from there down to the bottom of the page, and remove it. Now we've got this new form, and I'm going to save it. Okay, this is interesting. How to use different roles with different forms. Well, I can go in and actually, this isn't the one I wanted. This is the one. I want a report, list all, that when you use that report, you are using in grid edit the fields that are in this for copy of contacts main form. You can use the same thing, copy of contacts main form. So let's go take a look at what we've done. So we edit this, we go back to contacts, and let's say we've received this email and we've clicked on it and come in and said, okay, I would like to print. And I would like to print more than that. And notice it says copy of mains forms, and I say okay. And now I've got them all individual. And none of them have the extra page at the bottom. It's the manifestation of that other form. Let us know if that doesn't address your need. Hope that does it for you.